Finance Minister Tengku Datuk Seri Zafrul Abdul Aziz said Tenaga Nasional Axiata Group and Telekom Malaysia have stated their support for the proposed Cukai Makmur. Zafrul was speaking at the virtually held Invest Malaysia 2021. He said several large corporations had said that the one-off tax will not affect their dividend payments, adding that Top Glove Corp has also stated that they are happy to contribute to the prosperity tax. Under Budget 2022's Cukai Makmur, chargeable income above the 100 million ringgit mark will be taxed at a rate of 33% instead of the blanket 24% rate previously. The tax scheme aims to ensure Malaysia's public health system is sustainable to face future threats following the COVID-19 crisis. As for the removal of tax exemption for foreign sources of income in the 2022 national budget, Zafrul said it should not be seen as a negative move to discourage foreign direct investment. The minister highlighted that the effectiveness of the investment ecosystem is not determined by tax incentives, but also depends on the comprehensiveness of the country's tax system that is in accordance with international tax standards. He said this is to ensure that the right party is taxed and the monies fairly distributed to the jurisdictions. FamilyMart Malaysia's new factory will be completed by the first quarter of 2022, enabling the convenience store operator to supply more stocks to its retail stores. QL Resources Executive Director Chia Likai said some 100 million ringgit has been pumped into the new factory, which will sit near its current plant in Shah Alam, Selangor. He added that the new factory will create hundreds of job opportunities for Malaysians as it will need a big worker pool. Chia was speaking to the press at FamilyMart Malaysia's 5th anniversary celebrations, which also saw the introduction of a new concept food superstore. QL Resources is FamilyMart's master franchisee in Malaysia. There are 2 such concept stores in Sri Petaling and Bandar Puteri Puchong, and there are plans to open up to 20 upgraded stores by the end of 2021. It aims to open 80 to 200 new FamilyMart stores each year, with each store creating 8 to 10 job opportunities. This, however, depends on how the pandemic situation pans out. The company is aiming to achieve 1,000 stores in the 10 years since its first launch of FamilyMart here in 2016. To date, FamilyMart has opened over 250 stores nationwide. Sarawak Consolidated Industries Berhad or SCIB had its shares suspended from trading today after the group failed to submit its FY21 annual report. The Sarawak-based civil engineering outfit said in a statement that its operations will continue as usual and that it is aiming to issue its annual report by December. Last Wednesday, Bursa Malaysia warned the company that its securities face a suspension from trading if it failed to issue the annual report by yesterday. The stock exchange regulator had rejected last month SCIB's application for an extension of time until December 31st to issue the FY21 annual report. The company had said that the change of external auditor and the impact of restrictions in movement arising from the pandemic have affected the submission of the report. The precast concrete product maker is the second company under Datuk Muhammad Abdul Karim Abdullah's belt that has been suspended from trading due to non-compliance. Its sister company, Serba Dynamic Holdings, has also been suspended from trading since October 22nd after failing to comply with the Stock Exchange's directive to review the factual findings updates of its ongoing independent review of the discrepancies in its financial accounts. SCIB has Serba Dynamic co-founder Abdul Karim as its common major shareholder. He holds a 24% stake in SCIB and a 21.23% stake in Serba Dynamic. Prior to the suspension, SCIB's shares rose 2 cents to settle at 20.5 cents, down from 1 ringgit 48 on May 25th, when Serba Dynamic's audit dispute with KPMG was first revealed. Prosecutor Datuk Sri Gopal Sri Ram likened the running of 1MDB's finances to that of a coffee shop during the 1MDB tenure trial today. Sri Ram was concurring with Justice Datuk Colin Lawrence Sekera on Datuk Sri Najib Razak's lawyer's line of questioning. Counsel 1 Aizuddin Wan Muhammad was grilling former 1MDB CEO Muhammad Hazim Abdul Rahman about the drafting of a prospectus submission for a proposed listing of 1MDB subsidiary 1MDB Energy. Hazim said in response that he was not involved in the process. The lawyer then asked him what the board's listing entailed, to which Hazim replied he only had basic knowledge of such exercises. This led to Sekera questioning Wan Aizuddin about the point of his line of questioning and its relation to Najib's defence. Wan Aizuddin answered that the line of questioning was to show financial mismanagement in 1MDB and the victimisation of Najib by fugitive financier Low Teck Joe. At this point, Sri Ram chimed in and told the judge that the prosecution is only tolerating Wan Aizuddin's cross-examination because it was totally irrelevant to their case. He added, it appears that 1MDB's finances were run like a Chinese coffee shop on Petaling Street, and noted that the prosecution's case is that Joe Low was Najib's mirror image and they had acted as one at all material times. After being warned by the judge, Wan Aizuddin then moved on to another line of questioning with the witness. Economists expect a firmer recovery of Malaysia's labour market going into the fourth quarter of 2021 and into 2022, after its total employment hit a new high in September. UOB Global Economics and Market Research economists Julia Goh and Lok Siu Ting said in a note, the labour market recovery will be underpinned by an almost full economic reopening of the whole country, vaccination progress and the over 8.5 billion ringgit allocation to generate and sustain jobs under Budget 2022. According to them, key initiatives include Jamin Kerja that will guarantee 600,000 job opportunities, the continuation of hiring incentives and the Malaysia Short-Term Employment Programme or MyStep, as well as 1.1 billion ringgit for upskilling and reskilling programs. They kept their year-end unemployment rate forecasts of 4.2% for this year and 3.6% for 2022. The Ministry of Finance earlier projected unemployment rates of 4.6% to 4.8% for 2021 and 4% for the following year. The Department of Statistics Malaysia announced today the jobless rate continued its downward trend in September to 4.5%, registering 729,600 unemployed persons. Meanwhile, total employment in September rose 0.6% month-on-month to a record 15.46 million persons. According to UOB Global Economics and Market Research, the growth marks the largest monthly gain since June 2020.